Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole if you are new, and I love making DIY budget gifts out of all of my clearance finds. So today we are doing teacher edition because Teacher Appreciation Week is literally right around the corner. So I want to go ahead and share with you what I've put together I have about 8 different teacher gifts that I'm doing. Everything is going to be under $10. I usually like to stick to between $5 and $10 for teacher gifts, which if you've been following my channel before, that is absolutely doable. I do it every year now because when you're doing multiple gifts, you want to keep them as affordable and lowest money out of pocket if possible, but still make them look amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we'll start with teacher gift number 1. Now for the things that I'm gonna be repeating throughout the different gifts, I'll go ahead and let you know that so I don't have to go over the prices over and over again. But I'm going to start with each teacher is going to get a basket, and these are just the ones that were on 90% off just after this past Easter at Walmart. So you can see original price on here is $6.98. So I paid 69 cents for this basket. I believe this teacher's favorite colors are pinks and purples, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to use that in hers. Now, every teacher I'm also going to try and give a notebook to. I love providing a nice cute notebook for teacher gifts because they use them so often. So this is a microbrand one. This is from Walmart. I got this when they had a bunch of them on clearance. Love the design here. I got this on clearance for only 50 cents. Original price $2.98, so great savings there. And for sort of the main piece of this basket, I'm going to include this Nicole Miller New York sleep set. Now this is one that I included in my after Christmas Burlington haul. If you remember, I did a haul there when it went 50% off after Christmas, so I paid $4.99 for this set, and I know that she really loves the scent vanilla, which is included in the fragrance here. This is original price $9.99. Super cute set, love that. And also, if you remember from my after Christmas Walmart hauls, I got a ton of their scalp massagers when they hit 90% off. So since she likes purple, I'm gonna give her this one. These were original price $1.50. I got them for 15 cents each. So almost everyone is gonna get one of these. And included in my Walmart after Christmas haul were these tumblers that I scored for 90% off. So this textured tumbler is the prismatic clear ones that they had. This is a 26 ounce. I love these tumblers. I've said this multiple times. I use them myself. Original price $5.97. I scored it for 59 cents on 90% off. And then everyone is also going to get a chocolate as well. So I'm gonna include my Reese's king size bars. These are the ones that I got at my local discount store recently for about 25 cents each. These are good all the way until October. So these are, if you wanted to compare with an original price at Walmart, they're $1.97 per king size. So still great savings there. So at the end of the video, I'll tell you how much percentage savings I got on all the baskets, but we'll go through one by one what I paid. So for this whole basket, I ended up paying $7.17. Original retail value over $29. So if you saw something at the store that was a $30 gift and you saw it on clearance for $7, that is a great deal there. For basket number 2, I'm gonna include the same 90% off Easter basket that I got. This teacher really loves Disney and Mickey Mouse things. So I scored this brand new Mickey Mouse silicone trivet set at my local pop-up consignment events. I love when I can get brand new things there for very significant savings. So I got this brand new at that event, $5.25. These retail online when I price compared it, minimum $15. And you know Disney stuff can get kind of expensive. So I only paid $5.25 for this. Again, she is also gonna get a notebook. She likes the color purple, so I'm throwing this one in. Walmart clearance, 50 cents. She will also get one of my tumblers. This is the bigger one that I have. This is the 30 ounce, but I still got it for the 90% off, so I paid 59 cents. She'll also get my 15-cent scalp massager in the color purple, a Reese's snack again, and then for this one, I'm going to include a sun hat. I am going to do that for several of these since we are in spring and summer is coming up real quickly. If you remember my Walmart hauls, I always every year get these floppy sun hats on $1 clearances. These are original price $9.97. And I scored it on clearance when it hit $1. So love the savings there. So for this whole basket, everything we used here, I paid $8.43. Original retail value for everything in here is over $42. So that is significant savings. Our next teacher basket, again, we're gonna go with our 90% off Easter basket. The same 15-cent scalp massager and 90% off a Prism tumbler cup. Now for this one, I am going to add, I know that she likes a lot of makeup and accessories, so I'm gonna add one of my cosmetic bags. These have the cute gold hardware. If you remember, I also got these from my Walmart after Christmas haul. This is $5 original price during Christmas. I paid 75% off for these. And then I recently got these maybe a couple months ago from Walmart's Time and True collection when they were clearancing out their headbands. I know one of her favorite colors is black, so I'm gonna give her this black headband. Original price $7.97. I paid $1 for this. And I'm also going to include a notebook for her. These ones are really cute, sort of like watercolory design. Original price $3.28. I got these on clearance when they were marked down to 75 cents. And she will get one of our 25-cent Reese's. And this teacher I know also likes some Disney things, so I'm gonna include my Cinderella set of hand creams. I got this during my after Christmas Burlington haul. This Cinderella Princess hand set, let me show you the tag. Original price $5.99, and I scored it when it was $1.98 at Burlington. So for everything included in this basket, I paid $6.66. Original retail value for everything here, over $38. $6 versus $38. I think this one's gonna end up super cute. Next, this teacher's favorite color is blue, so I'm gonna include the blue 90% off Easter basket for her. Now this one, I'm also gonna give my 59-cent tumbler and my 15-cent scalp massager. This one is in the color blue since I know she likes it. And I will give her my 50-cent clearance blue notebook, again from Walmart. The notebooks were clearancing out months and months after the back to school happened. So they had so many of these with different designs. So I was able to score a good number of them. Also blue, I'm going to give her one of my after Christmas cosmetic pouches. This one says Face with the gold hardware, super cute. Remember, these were $5 during Christmas. I paid 75% off of that. And I got a bunch of these last year. I used most of them already, but this is just a set of pens here. These were at my local grocery store they have like a spring shop section. Well, they do it every season, but where they have a bunch of little things that are for that season. So these were original price $3. So I got them when they went to around summer, fall. They went down to 25 cents. So these are cute little pens I'm going to include with her notebook. And then I also want to include my neon light. This is the one that says Work It. These I got at Walmart. I purchased them twice. So they were original price $5 for these neon lights. And I've given them to a lot of teenagers because they like to use them in their rooms. So I scored them at one point when they were 75 off and then 75% off. And then again, I got them when they were 50 cents. So I believe this is the one that I only paid 50 cents for. I think that she would really like this one, so I'm gonna include that for her. So for everything in this teacher's gift, added up, I paid less than $5 for everything. Comes out to $4 $18. Original retail value for everything here is over $30. So $4 versus $30. Does this look like $4 basket? That's crazy, right? Again, I really think this one is gonna turn out really cute. Okay, so that's 4. We have 4 more to go. Let me grab the others. Okay, we are back. Next, for this teacher, this is another 90% off Easter basket. This one's a slightly different design. So original price $7.98, so I paid 79 cents for this basket. I'm still going to include my 75-cent clearance journal here, or notebook. Her favorite color is purple, so I'm gonna include this really cute design one. And then of course the purple scalp massager. She will also be getting one of my 59-cent tumblers and one of the dollar clearance sun hats I got at Walmart. I thought she would really enjoy that. The 25-cent Reese's. And then for a little something special, I know she likes a lot of different soaps and sets and lotions and things. So I'm gonna include this Sweet Pea hand soap and lotion set. It actually comes with its own ceramic dish. It's quite heavy, and a little towel. This I got originally from Kohl's. Look at how beautiful this set is. So I show you the tag in the back. This is original price $12.99. You can see it right there. Now, this went down on clearance 50% off. So 50% off of $12.99. And then they put up a sign that said 50%, additional 50% off of clearance prices. So I ended up paying $3.24 for this really cute hand soap set that was originally like $13. So such a great deal there. For everything in this basket, I ended up paying $6.77. Original retail for everything here comes out to over $43. And again, I can't wait to wrap this one up. Next, for this teacher, her favorite color is pink. So I'm gonna include my pink 90% off Easter basket. Now, these are the items that you've already seen. She will get the 59-cent tumbler, the 15-cent scalp massager, and a Reese's there, as well as my 50-cent clearance notebooks. Now for hers, this teacher likes like adult coloring books, vibrant markers. So I wasn't able to get any of those in my clearance inventory, but when I was recently at my local grocery store, I had a lot of free reward money, like credits in my app. You know, when you buy stuff at your grocery store, you get credits, you earn rewards. So I did grab this pack of markers for her. This Crayola pack is originally $3.99. And then her favorite drink, which is sugar-free Red Bull. I did not know that Red Bulls were so pricey because I don't really drink them. I don't drink a lot of energy drinks. But this Red Bull, let me check my paper, $4.49 for this 16 ounce of Red Bull. So I ended up getting $8 worth of free product when I did this purchase. So $3.99, $4.49, I ended up paying 50 cents for both of these. So you can boil that down to about 25 cents per item. But yeah, 50 cents totals because of the free money that I had in my grocery reward app. Don't sleep on your grocery rewards. And then lastly for her, I'm also going to include one of my $1 sun hats. So this one is amazing because total for what I paid for everything in this basket, $3.68. That does not look like a $3, $4 basket because original retail value for everything here, over $37. So that is probably one of the biggest wins on this one. Wins in value and savings wise. Again, we'll go over the percentages saved at the end. But so far I am loving these numbers and sticking to my budgets. Okay, next I'm going to go over This teacher happens to really like the color black and red and green. So for her, I'm going to include a black box because I didn't have any black Easter baskets. So if you remember, I may have showed these in a short, but when Hobby Lobby went to 90% off on their Christmas stuff, this is part of their Christmas inventory. And it doesn't have anything Christmas on it, like trees or snowmen or anything. So I love, and Hobby Lobby's boxes are very good quality. So I got a couple of these and I already used one on a gift earlier this year. Original price for this black check box is $6.99. So I only paid 69 cents and it is a very good size. So love that. She will also get a scalp massager, purple because I don't have any red. She will get this red composition notebook, 50-cent clearance at Walmart. One of our 25-cent Reese's. I'm also going to include a sun hat for her, but this one is all black. These were original price $8.97 from Walmart's Time and True line. Again, I scored it for $1. And then also, not only is her favorite color black, but she really loves like home cooking and interior design. I have a list of all of these teachers' likes and hobbies and allergies, so it makes it much easier for me to customize these gifts for them. But if you remember from one of my Walmart hauls, I scored this table, 8-piece table set. This is part of Drew Barrymore's Beautiful line. It comes with a table runner, napkins, and the basket here, which I thought was really cute and just something different that you can put out at your table, like maybe during the summer or fall. And this was marked down on clearance multiple times on the original tag. It might be hard for you to see on camera, but I'll show you on the original tag. This was $19.98 for this whole set from Drew Barrymore's line. So they marked it on clearance multiple times and I got it for the final price of $5.50. So I love the design here. I think it's super cute. Here's a picture of everything that's included. And I thought it would just be something fun. So everything here for this basket, I paid $8.09. So it is one of the pricier ones. And when I say pricier, I just mean it's closer to $10 than $5, like most of the other ones here. Original retail value for this is over $40 once you add it all up. I'm definitely gonna use some of my clearance black ribbon on this one. I think it's just like such a vibe, the black. And last but not least, I'm going to show you my version for a male teacher. There's only one male teacher that I'm doing here, but I tried my best to kind of customize it to him as well. So his favorite color is blue. So I'm going to include one of my blue 90% off Easter baskets. This is actually the only blue one I have. So I'm glad I was able to throw it in there. He will also get his own notebook. This is a blue, and this is a really cute blue and green one that I got for 50 cents again at Walmart after back to school. He will get his own Reese's. And if you watched my CVS shorts, I try to keep you up to date on what they're clearance or what I see they're clearancing out. So if you remember, I got a bunch of these men's shampoos, both in Dove and this Old Spice. So this one at CVS retails $8.69. That is quite pricey to me. So I got it when it went 75% off and I only paid $2.17 for it. This teacher, he also likes spicy chips. So I'm gonna include my bag of the Utz Mike's Hot Honey Chips. If you remember these full-size bags, I used one in my tenant family welcome gift as well. These original price at my grocery store where I got it is $4.79. I got it on a digital coupon sale, so I paid 97 cents. And then sort of the main item, the main piece for this teacher, one of his interests and hobbies was games and gaming. So I'm gonna include my LED 2-piece gaming bundle set. These are really cool headphones. I think they're really cool. They're by These are the ones that I got during the electronics sale at Family Dollar. You can see the tag, original price $20. So I got them at 75% off and I only paid $5. When that went down to 75%, I ended up buying 2 of those and I've already gifted one away. So I think that this one works perfect. So in total for this basket, I think this was probably the priciest one I have. What I paid out of pocket, $9.68, but original retail value for everything is about $45. This one will be kind of a fun one to wrap up. Lastly, for these teacher gifts, I am going to include 1 gift card for each of these baskets. Now, I have mentioned this on my channel before. To keep my costs down on doing these, I really try to not pay money out of pocket for gift cards. So what I do, and I explained this before, is I store up all of my rewards that I have on my credit cards. My credit cards that I use to go out shopping, grocery shopping, whatever. What I do is I save those rewards and I store them up and then I cash them out when this time comes around. I give teachers gift cards with their gift baskets twice a year. That is during Teacher Appreciation Week, which is what these are for, and for end of the year for the holidays. So that just helps to keep my budget in check. So every teacher is going to get their own gift card to their preferred store or restaurant that they wrote down on their list. And again, these didn't cost me anything. They were just cashed out reward points that I had. So a little hack there that I use every year to make sure that I am maximizing the value for these gifts and keeping the budget down. Okay, so let's get started wrapping. Okay, so I already went through all of my gifts and taped everything down and bagged them. So let me just go through and show you some of them here. These ones are technically shrink wrap bags, but let me go around it. I don't shrink wrap them like fully because I don't like the chocolate inside to melt. So I only shrink wrap mostly the bottom and areas where I want to make sure that things are nice and tight, like so that here on the tumblers, I did it on every single one so that there's no movement there. And then for big items too, like the shampoo bottle's heavy, so to make that stay put, I shrink wrap that area. But the rest of them, I kind of just leave more loosely because I don't mind it like that. And like I said, I want to keep this intact. So I also went ahead, you can see in the little gaps here, I filled it with some shred. This one I did the red tissue paper just because that's this teacher's favorite color. But I have some shred filled into the gaps on these. And I try to use a favorite color if I have it. If I don't, that's fine too. But if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I buy my Easter shred 90% off after Easter every year. So this whole bag, 98 cents. So I got that for 9 cents. This whole bag I got for 16 cents, and I barely use very much of it at all. You don't really need a lot when all you're doing is stuffing the gaps in these. You're not filling the entire bottom of the basket with this. Under here is mostly filler that I use, like either small boxes or newspaper or even bubble wrap when things are heavy. Like this one has the heavy hand soap and ceramic dish in it, so I use bubble wrap under this one. But so everything is nice and bagged up now, and I have my pipe cleaners at the top because I'm going to use these to create my bows. Now also, you probably already noticed if you've watched a lot of these videos, but I get my ribbon on clearance every year at Hobby Lobby. You can check out some of the prices of their rolls here. And Hobby Lobby ribbon, although the original price is very expensive, $8 on clearance for $1.99, theirs is really good quality, which is why I like buying it, but I only buy it if I get it on clearance. And then I also have clearance ribbon from Walmart that I get after their holidays. So this one, for instance, was 75% off after Christmas, I believe. So based on what I have quite a few, and I'm gonna try and make bows for each teacher who listed they have favorite colors like blue or purple or pink. And if I don't have it, also no big deal. I just think it's a nice added touch if you can do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my ribbon ready. All right, everyone, that is it for this video of budget teacher appreciation gifts using all of my clearance finds. Check out the final looks here. I think they came out so great, especially with the prices we paid out of pocket compared to the original retail values on these. Check out the percentages saved on each of these, ranging from 75% all the way up to 90% off on each one of these gifts. And that is why I shop the way that I do, because I can get so much more value for my money this way, and I'm able to customize it to the individual that I'm building the gift for. Let me know what you think of these. If you like this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up because that would really help out your girl. If you want to see more of my DIY budget gifts, or how I am finding all of these deals in store, you gotta be subscribed to my channel so that you're not missing any of these videos when they come out. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.